All right. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. All right. Um, Now that I've had massive power surges and stuff due to storms, lost some equipment, not everything, but at any rate, I was planning on going live and doing a live stream tonight, even a small one here. It's been a little over 90 days since my surgery, and I think it's time to kind of get up here and just give everybody a little bit of an update and then get going with my music reactions and movie reactions that I can post up onto YouTube and then get my memberships going and stuff like that because 90 days is it's not a huge amount. It's only been 3 months since my surgery, but still I need to get going here because I'm not working full time. Burn through our life savings and stuff like that. And with all the medical bills and everything, I need to get the memberships and the donation stuff going because we need help. So, but that said, I need to be able to test everything. Like I say, we had some storms move through, and we got some massive storms still yet to come. We've had numerous power surges and power dips and drops and spikes and everything else. And lost my Windows PC is dead in the water. And then we've also got like things like the Stream Deck died, and one of the music whatever sound switches or whatever, and about $500-600 worth of equipment just on this table alone, not to mention PCs and stuff. But anyway, rebooted everything, unplugged everything, and replugged everything in, booted everything up, did updates, did everything. Everything seems to be working okay. I just need to be able to test everything. So this is just raw video off the Canon camera. I've got, 7 cameras hooked up here, but I'm just going to do like maybe 4 or 5 of them just to test them. I don't need that many damn cameras going here. So I got that camera going. That is the Canon M50 mirrorless. And that's connected to the CamLink 4K. For some reason, the what is it? The Echo Cam, whatever the hell. Let me see here. Camera Epoch Cam is no longer responding. This is just the built-in webcam on the laptop, which is just horrid. That's just a horrible camera. So I don't use that one unless it's an absolute emergency. But and then the display camera, which is another built-in webcam, but that is 1080p. And then we got the iPhone, which is just right in front of me here, which has a phenomenal camera on it. So that's why I use that one as my secondary camera. And then I've got the iPad connected. I got that iPad for Christmas this past year. And so it does have a camera on it. So I've been utilizing it as a third camera or a backup camera. And then I've got, since my Windows PC died, I had hooked up my Microsoft camera, which is, it's just high def, standard high def. I think it's 720p, but it's not that great. But the cool thing about it is, I mean, like right now, what you're seeing here is my podcasting table, and I've got 7 cameras hooked up to this. And then over there, I don't think you can see it. Let's see. Let me go back to that display camera. You can kind of see it. If you see the chair over there with the desk and a laptop and a curved monitor, which you can't really see all that much. It's a curved display. That is the video editing workstation where I edit YouTube videos and VODs, video on demands, and upload to YouTube. And that one has 3 cameras. So you got the standard camera, the built-in web camera on the laptop, and a some sort of whatever webcam that is. I keep wanting to say manual. It's not manual. It's just a standalone camera that you can attach to the top of the curved display. And then I, from time to time, will hook up the Canon M50 if I want to record in 4K. And then The third set, I don't know what you call it, a media set or a video set or whatever, a YouTube set, is the couch area, not what you're looking at there. That is just everything's a mess there. That's a big, ginormous couch that we have there with the massive TV screen. That's the living room area. But the third set, which is the YouTube set that I built, is right there, and that's way over on the other side of the podcasting table. So, and it's got its own lights and its own cameras and own microphones and all that kind of stuff. And that is where I'm going to be doing. You probably saw it like way back 2 years ago when I started doing like a little teeny vlog type thing. That's the set I built and started using until I stopped due to cancer. But at any rate, I'm going to reuse that set for some movie reaction videos, so I can sit comfortably and watch a 2 or 3 or 4 hour movie while doing commentary and whatnot. So yeah, so that's kind of cool. And right now I've just got the camera is just the Microsoft one that I mentioned, is just a high def 720p webcam kind of thing. So I'm going to be getting a new webcam someday when I can afford it, and so I can just do a straight up 1080p or 4K recording. So, but for now, it'll do. It's not that great as far as quality goes, but it's video. Video is video, right? So I can always use the Canon M50 if I need to, if it gets to be too bad with regards to quality. So, but the sound should be great because that is the Rode NT. What is it? NTG4 Plus. Yeah. So that should be. It works great. So, all right. So anyway, back to the podcasting area and the lovely black and purple that everybody has come to love or hate, whatever. Most people like it. So, yeah, it sounds great. Don't get any echo now that I got the sound panels up and everything. So everything is great. Okay, so the video reactions that I'm going to be doing are movie reactions, and so that's what I want to test. Is I want to do a run through of the movie reactions scenes that I have set up with an Ecamm Live, because I'm on a Mac. On the Windows PC that just died, I had vMix on there. I no longer have any Windows PCs running. They're dead in the water. So all I have is my Mac laptop, the 2020 MacBook Pro that I bought prior to I don't work full time anymore. So, but prior to that, last fall, I had bought this laptop, not knowing that I wasn't going to be working in a matter of months. So, but anyway, that's all I have, and that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to do a run through and just make sure everything works, so that one, I know that when I go live tonight, everything is going to work. And two, when I do the movie reaction videos this weekend for YouTube, that everything works. So, all right. So I know everything's working right now for the live feed because we've been using it. So everything looks great. Everything works great. Everything sounds great. And right now I'm just doing a record. I'm not doing an actual broadcast. So, but no big deal. All right. So, let's go. We're going to start from the very top, which is the startup scene, which when I go live, the startup scene is the first thing that gets broadcast. And then we move into a transition, and then into a live scene that is going to just be, a talking head kind of a thing, where I just basically talk face to face with you guys and introduce the movie that I'm going to be doing a reaction to. And after that, I move right into a reaction scene. But I'll kind of walk through. Once I get to that point, I'll kind of walk through those scenes. But for now, like I say, we're going to do the startup scene, and then the transition into the live face-to-face scene. All right. So, and I'm also going to be using the Stream Deck, which I have configured up with 15 buttons, which you can see right here. The 15 buttons, each button is a scene. So all I got to do is hit a button and it automatically goes to that scene. So since I don't have Brandon here right now, I think he might be able to help me this weekend. I'm not sure if he's working or not. But if Brandon isn't here, Brandon is my son. If he's not here to help me with managing and producing the podcast and the video stuff, because he manages the Rodecaster Pro with all the audio, with all the microphones, with all the cameras, everything that comes through into the Mac. And then the Stream Deck, if he's not here, I just go off the Stream Deck, which is configured, like I say, for everything is set up, ready to go. All I got to do is hit a button. And in theory, it should work great. So, yeah. So I should turn on my moon. It's a full moon, isn't it? Hold on a second. All right, yellow moon. There we go. Because we got all that haze and smoke and stuff from Canada with all those wildfires and whatnot. And I think we got a full moon now. So at any rate, the sign behind me got blown out. Doesn't work anymore. Like half the electronics in the man cave are now dead. So I am gonna get Brandon's gonna get me an APC UPS VA. Is it 1500 or 1600, something like that? There's like 10 ports, 7 are protected, I believe, and then we'll get everything off there, all the strips and everything. But we need to have a reliable battery, not only battery backup, but surge protection for the man cave down here. Because right now it's just the cheapo strips. They supposedly have some sort of surge protection on them, but minimal. And so when you get tested in real life, they have proven to be a single point of failure. So we need to have something that's reliable and comes with a warranty. So that's what we're going to do. At any rate, so I'm ready to go. Let's start off with hitting off the button here for the startup scene. So stay tuned. Kind of funny. It's 96 degrees outside, humid as hell. Storms are coming through, and Teresa's got it at about 60 degrees in the house here. So it's like down here in the man cave, it's like the Arctic zone. So yeah, it's kind of funny. So I figure I let the snow fly, baby. Let it fly. 'Cause I'm dreaming about some snow. Can't wait till winter. And good evening, and welcome one and all to yet another episode of JR's Movie Reactions. If you've never been here before, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Whether you're watching it on YouTube, on Twitch, or on Facebook, welcome, one and all. And if you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back. And welcome back. It's been a while. Good solid 90 days. And actually more than 90 days, but good solid 90 days since my surgery. And I got some good news and I got some bad news. And we'll talk about that later on tonight when I actually go live. But since this is a test, we'll just keep moving forward here. So this, like I say, after the startup scene, the transition hits, and it transitions into this kind of a face-to-face talking scene where I basically have a chat with you guys, and we just talk about what I'm going to be reacting to, the movie, maybe some facts about the movie, whether or not I've seen it. 9 times out of 10 it's going to be I have not seen it, and I'm going to react to it. If it's something that I have seen, the only way I'm going to be reacting to it is if I don't remember it. You know, maybe I was 7 years old when I saw it or something like that, and, you know, something like that. But this is the scene that I will be doing those kind of face-to-face talking type thing. Let me see. Whoops. Cancel that. Okay. So everything looks good. So the next scene that I'm going to be going to is the actual video reaction scene. I've got 2 sets. So I got this set where I'm going to be sitting right here and hanging out, watching the movie and doing some commentary and reacting here at the podcasting table. The second set would be the YouTube set, which is straight across from here. It's got a couch, bookshelf, the wall, the pictures, the lights, the cameras, the audio, everything. So these are the 2 sets that I'll be using for movie reactions. So let's start off with the first live scene. Let me just double check to make sure I've got the correct... Nope, I had the wrong config. All right, now I got the right config on the Stream Deck. It's a good thing I checked, because it keeps going back to the default. I don't know if that had to do with the lightning strike or not, but okay, so the Stream Deck is back to the config it should be, which is the movie reactions dash table. Okay, so let's see, transition to this live scene. Okay, so now we're going to go to the movie scene, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to fire off the beginning of the movie, and I'm going to do I just picked whatever one that I own, which is Star Wars. So in this particular, I just picked one. I got every single Star Wars movie there is, and I haven't watched most of them. I think I've watched 2 out of all of them. So, but I did, I don't know what it was, 2 years ago, I bought every single one of them. I got the digital, and I got the DVD, Blu-ray, and they all came with a digital copy or whatever. So I loaded up all the digital ones. Some of them, it's so stupid because of the, acquisition through Disney and everything else. They're all over the place. So some are on Movies Anywhere, some are on Vudu, some are on whatever streaming service that Brandon has, and then some had that I have right now are through this one. I think is through Vudu. I just picked one out of all of them. I just picked Rise of Skywalker or Rising Skywalker or whatever the hell. But it's just, again, for the testing purposes. So let's fire off the movie, and then I'm going to switch back over, and we're going to hit the first scene. What is going on here? It doesn't want to play. So, okay. Transition to live, and now we're going to do the first reaction screen.
The Emperor and his fleet hiding in the unknown region on a world called Exegol.
Test, test, test. All right, and we're back. And so the transition after the Be Right Back, when I come back from a break or whatever, this is going to be the scene that it defaults to. And so we'll kick the movie off again here. So hold on one quick second.
On any star chart.
Nothing.
All right. So it'll default to this screen. And this is where I will do my final chat with you guys and talk a little bit about, again, what I thought of the movie. Hey, I loved it. I hated it. This is why. You can see the chat window. Obviously, I'm not live right now, so right over here is the chat area. And some on-screen graphics like a little counter there and stuff. So, but yeah, this is the final scene that I would be involved with after the movie reaction. Yeah. And then after this, it'll go to an ending, what they call an ending scene, kind of an outro, and then an offline screen. So this will finish up my testing. I only have a couple of scenes that I have to edit some on-screen graphics, but other than that, everything seems to be working great. So I'm looking forward to doing my live stream tonight, and then this weekend, the movie reactions and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks so much for checking out my testing, and great to see you guys again especially after a good 90 days plus of being offline after my surgery. Needed some time to heal up. I was really hoping that I'd be back online within 30 days. That obviously did not happen for obvious reasons. That surgery was a lot more. The healing process was way more in depth than I thought it was going to be, and turns out I'm not Superman. I thought I was, but no. When they crack you open, and they opened up my chest and couldn't take out the tumor without killing me, they decided, well, we're just going to cut his lung in half and just take the lung out and put him back together again and put me on life support. But I can talk about all that stuff tonight during the live stream. But yeah, given the chaos that is surgery, it just took way longer than I thought it was going to take to go through the whole process of healing and learning how to breathe again and learning how to talk and doing all that kind of shit. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be back online again, and I'm just looking forward to it. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys again tonight. So anyway, this was a test. Thanks so much for checking it out, hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys again real soon. Take care.